Alright guys, I'm going to start off by passing you guys a handout on the topic I'm going to speak to you guys about today. Alright, you guys can see my topic today is persuading you guys about online schools, not just for adults, but child age kids as well. First of all, you guys know I work full-time, and I go to school full-time, I have a family, coach my kids, so my day is really hectic. So not that I'm against online schooling, it's just for the children. Let me give you a little example of my day to make you realize why online schooling is good for a person like me. Alright, every day is my daily routine. I get up at 6:15, wake up, get ready for work, and wake up the kids. By 6:50, I'm out. I got to drive to work, which I work 40 minutes away, basically 40 miles away. I'll get to work around 7:30, between 7:30 to 3:30. I arrive to work, do my day, leave work. I leave work at 3:30. By the time I pick up my kids from school and daycare, it's 5 o'clock. From 5 to 6, I have to do all my kids' homework for them. By 6 o'clock, I'm at the baseball field. I head coach them, so it takes a big chunk of my week doing that. After that, 8 o'clock, I come home, eat dinner, spend time with my wife. 9 o'clock to 11 o'clock, I'm at school doing my online work. At the minimum to 11 o'clock. From 11 it could be to 1 o'clock in the morning. So as you can see, online school has been great and a must in order for me to go back to school. Now, some pros for online schooling that I think should be just for adults. It's great for busy adults who want to return to school or further their career, as my case. Also great for kids with disabilities, illnesses, or learning problems. Also good for adults over 18 who want to receive their high school diplomas. So as for, not that I'm totally against it, but you know, I'm just against the one thing, and that's, I'm going to give you guys a quote from the National Education Association. Charter schools whose students are in fact homeschoolers and who may rarely, if ever, convene in an actual school building disregard the important socialization aspect of public education, do not serve the public purpose of promoting a sense of community, and lend themselves too easily to the misuse of public funds and the abuse of public trust. That's from the National Education Association. So online schooling may work for younger kids in between the ages of 3 to 8, but once the kids get older, their minds wander, and they want to experience other aspects of life. So I believe children must be mandated to attend brick and mortar schools, which is the school building, elementary, and the only way that I think it's beneficial to the kid is for kids who are physically disabled, have social or psychological problems, and that should be even that should be with the the choice of the parent, because if you have to work, you have to work. All right. The biggest problem is that kids do not learn the social skills like the rest of the kids their age. I would never want my kids to do it for their elementary, middle school, or high school years. This time in their lives is very important for their social growth. This is the time when they meet friends, learn everything positive, and even unfortunately they have to learn their negative situations that may occur in their life. They got to learn how to handle that. Okay. Another quote I got from Barbara J. Hinson, who's a Kansas auditor. The good thing is students do not have to physically be present in the classroom to learn, but this also creates certain risks to both the quality of the student education and to the integrity of the public school system. Basically, online school seems like a great alternative, but what about the quality of their education? Are they doing their homework? Are the parents going to be doing their homework? Because, who's there to supervise them? So is their education going to be at least that of the average kid going to brick and mortar school? Are they going to be ready for college, just like a kid that's going to go to elementary school? Okay? Now, integrating online classes with regular classes. This is one thing I do agree with. When in high school, you should you should have some electives that you could do some schoolwork at high school to get some credit. So I do agree with offering some online-only courses as electives for high school students to prepare them for other alternatives for college. I also believe that online class should be used for the high schoolers and the middle schoolers who fail and have to go to summer school, since they're trying to, in the state of Florida, they're below budget and they're trying to save money by taking away summer school. So this could probably be a little easier for them. Instead of going to school for summer school, get their credit online at home and then graduate. That stat I got for you, 17% of high school students have taken online courses offered at their school in the country. Okay, here's another quote. This is from www.reason.com, and off of there. More than 1 million public school students are enrolled in online classes, up from about 50,000 a decade ago. In Florida, nearly 80,000 kids take classes in state-sponsored Florida virtual schools. Virtual charter schools, companies such as K-12 Inc. provide a full-time online education to 70,000 students in 25 states. Here's another quote from www.abcnews.go. 200,000 children in grades K through 12 are being taught completely on the internet, according to the North American Council for Online Learning. So my research showed that the number of online students have grown drastically from 70,000 all the way to 120,000 in the last 10 years. Okay, now online schools are not all that it seems like a good alternative for kids because you don't got to go to school, your parents can teach you. So nearly 60% of students are behind grade level math as of now. Nearly 50% have trailed in reading, a third do not graduate on time, and hundreds of children from kindergartens to seniors withdraw within months after they enroll. That comes from Stephanie Saul, an author in the New York Times. The biggest problem for me is that students work from home, in some cases more than 100 miles from their teachers. The only communication they have with their teacher is either online class or through the phone. No cafeteria, no playground, no gym. No interaction with students their own age. No experiences that I would consider memorable from my childhood. Right now, who pays for these online schools? I got a quote here, I believe, from Jack Wagner, Pennsylvania State Auditor. Despite lower operating costs for online companies, they do collect nearly as much taxpayer money in some states as brick-and-mortar charter schools. In Pennsylvania, about 30,000 students are enrolled in online schools at an average cost of about $10,000 per student. That is double or more what it costs the companies to educate those children online. So taxpayers are paying as much as brick-and-mortar students and less than half of what it takes to send a kid to regular school. With no maintenance costs of school facilities, where are all the costs going for the taxpayer? It's going to advertising, which is not fair to the taxpayer. So in conclusion, let me leave you with the last quote. It's from Nicole Smith, www.article, myriad.com. Eliminating the traditional K-12 classroom in exchange for in-person online classes would be the biggest possible mistake for students and teachers alike. And my conclusion, even though it seems like a very convenient and less expensive way to give your child the education they need, kids need to not only learn educationally but also socially and psychologically. What better way for them to learn all these aspects in life but to do it in an old-fashioned way by getting up, going to school, and learning with kids their own age in an actual classroom. Thank you.